Hello everyone. Good evening. Good evening everyone. So today's agenda, circular races. So questions based on the people running in the races which are in a circle. Okay, so questions based primarily based on meetings, number of meetings, right? Time when they will meet for the first time, for nth time. Okay, so let's understand the concept, a brief about the concept. Okay, let's say a brief about the concept, then we will start with. Yes, good evening everyone. Okay, so circle, let's understand with the help of this example, right? Okay, let's say there are two runners, Kallu and Billu. Both are running in, okay, let's say the direction may be anything. Okay, I will take that case. Now Kallu can complete this one round, one circular round track, this one round in 8 minutes, and Billu can cover this one round in 14 minutes. Okay. Now I'm taking three questions here. First is first meeting time. First meeting time anywhere on the track. Anywhere on the track. Second is first meeting time. Yes, Rishi, hello. So first meeting time at the starting point. And third is number of all possible distinct meeting points. Right? If the race is infinite. Okay. So if the Kallu is taking 8 minutes to complete one round and Billu is taking 14 minutes to complete one round. So ratio of time taken is 4:7. Because the distance is same, the speed ratio becomes 7:4. Right? So speed ratio will be 7:4. Okay. Now for I will come to the logic also. For answering the second question, it is a question on intervals, because Kallu will come at the starting point after every 8 minutes and Billu will come at the starting point after every 14 minutes. So it will be LCM of the time intervals, that is 8 and 14, that is nothing but 56 minutes. Right? So meeting at the starting point is nothing but LCM of the time taken. So it is kind of interval. Two events are happening, one at an interval of 8 minutes, one at an interval of 14 minutes. So when together they will happen. So together it will be after 56 minutes. Okay. Okay. So second is now number of all possible. Now answer to third question, all possible distinct meeting points. Right? I have the ratio of speed. I have the ratio of speed 7:4. Right? In case they are moving in the same direction. Right? In case they are moving in the same direction. right? The answer will be 7 minus 4, difference of the ratio. That will be 3 meeting points possible. So answer to this question will be 3 meeting points in case of same direction. That is 7 minus 4. I have taken the difference of the ratio in the simplest form, right? And opposite direction, in case of opposite direction, it will be 7 plus 4. So it will be 11 meeting points, right? Okay, the reason is very simple. Okay, the meeting, right? Meeting happens in same direction. In same direction, meeting happen when the gap between them become integer number of circle, right? If the fastest runner is exactly one circle ahead of the slow runner, there will be first meeting. Okay, first meeting will be when the fast runner, okay, is exactly one circle ahead, exactly one circle ahead of slow runner. Okay, now second meeting will be when fast runner is exactly two circle ahead of, right? So the meeting in the case of same direction is the gap between them should be one circle, two circle, three circle, and so on, right? The gap. Okay, but in case of opposite direction, now Kallu will cover certain part, Billu will cover certain part, so they will meet. So meeting will happen when together they will cover one circle. That will be first meeting. When together they will cover two circles, there will be second meeting. So in opposite direction, the meeting will happen when the sum of the distance traveled will be integer number of circles, integer number of rounds. Yes, Alpna, good evening. Right? So opposite direction, if it is the sum of the distance traveled, right? Okay. So if they have together they have made one circle, so that will be first meeting. Together they have make two circles, so there will be two second meeting, and so on. And in the same direction, it will be the difference. If the fast runner is one circle ahead of the slow runner, then it will be first meeting. If it is he is two circles ahead of the slow runner, it will be second meeting, and so on. Right? Now see, LCM, this point of LCM is the last distinct meeting point. Why? Because once they meet at starting point, then the race will start again. Okay, everything will be repeated because the speed is uniform, the speed will be same, right? It started from here at the starting point, again they met at starting point, so everything will get repeated. So starting point, meeting point is the last meeting point. Okay, now starting point, they are meeting at 56 minutes because LCM of the time taken is the meeting at starting point, right? And at LCM, right, this speed ratio, they will cover the circles in the speed ratio. So Kallu would have covered 7 circles and Billu would have covered 4 circles while meeting at the starting points, right? So while meeting at starting point, Kallu had covered 7 circles, Billu had covered 4 circles. So Kallu is, if they are moving in the same direction, Kallu is 3 circles ahead of Billu, right? So this must be third meeting. So this must be third meeting, and this is the last distinct meeting. So in same direction, we will take 7 minus 4, that is 3 meetings. And in case opposite direction, still they have covered 7 and 4 circles. So sum of the distance traveled is 11 circles. So this must be 11th meeting, right? If they are moving in the opposite direction, so this must be 11th meeting. Okay. Okay. I hope this will be clear. Or now the answer to first anywhere on the track will be LCM, that is 56 minutes divided by the number of meetings. So in case of same direction, it will be 56 3 minutes. In case of opposite direction, it will be 56 by 11 minutes. Because at LCM, at 56 minutes, this is third meeting, so first meeting will be 56/3. In case of opposite direction, 56 minutes, it is 11th meeting, so 56/11 should be the first meeting. Right? This will be the answer to the first question. Right? Okay. So let's visualize it also. Right? I will just visualize it. Okay. Let you visualize. Let's see. Okay. Now I'm taking, let's say, the same direction. Okay. Same direction. Right? Now, same direction, Kallu and Billu are moving at a speed which is 7:4. Right? 7:4. Now I told you that there are going to be 3 meetings. So I have just divided the circle in 3 parts. So when Kallu will cover 7 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means 7/3. That means Kallu will cover 7/3 or 2 1/3 circle. So Kallu will be here after 7 unit. So in the same time, Billu will travel 4 unit. That means 4/3, which is 1 1/3. So Billu will also be here. The difference between their distance is exactly 1 circle, because Kallu has covered 2 1/3, Billu has covered 1 1/3. So this is their first meeting. Now when Kallu will cover 14/3, that is 4 2/3, Billu in the same time will cover, right, 8/3, which is 2 2/3. So this will be the second meeting when the distance will be 2 circles. Right? Okay. And when Kallu will cover 21/3, which is 7, and Billu will cover 12/3, which is 4. So they have covered 7 and 4 at the starting point. This will be the third meeting. Right? If they are moving in the same direction. Right? Same direction. So these will be the 3 meeting points. Now see the opposite direction. That is important. Right? To visualize. Kallu is moving in this direction with a speed 7. Billu is moving in this direction with 4. Right? Speed is ratio is 7:4. I am taking that there are going to be 11 meetings. Right? Okay, I will show you how. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? There will be 11 meetings. Let's say these are equidistant. Right? Now, Kallu will move 7 part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kallu will move 7 part. In the same time, Billu will move 4 part. 1, 2, 3, 4. So both will be here. This will be the first meeting. Now Billu will move 1, 2, 3, 4. Kallu will move 7 from here. So this will be the second meeting. So similarly 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be the third meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be fourth meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be fifth meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be sixth meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be seventh meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ninth meeting. 1, 2, 3, 4. 10th meeting. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting point will be the 11th meeting. Right? By looking at this, now you can always see that even if in the question he asked directly, where will be the fifth meeting? So I can just visualize, I can see that fifth meeting is going to be 2/11th of the circle in clockwise direction. 2/11 of the circle in clockwise direction, fifth meeting is going to happen. Right? Okay. So in this way, the meetings are going to happen. Right? Okay. The ratio will be 4:7. Billu every time will cover 4 unit. Kallu will cover 7 unit. So they will together will cover 11 unit every time. So they meet. Every time they meet. Okay. So let's move to the questions. Okay. First question. Right? Otherwise, you know, the meeting will happen if the speeds are given. Okay. Speeds are given because in the same direction, right, meeting will be the circumference circumference divided by relative speed. It will be relative speed. So in same direction or opposite direction, it will be relative speed. So both direction. Okay, because relative speed in same direction I will take a minus b, opposite direction I will take a plus b. But it will be the meeting will happen at an interval of circumference divided by relative speed. Okay. So it will always be circumference divided by relative speed. Okay, so let's see. Now it is the course 35 kilometer in circumference starting together from the same point. If they walk at speed of this in the same direction, when will they meet? So 35 circumference by relative speed, right? So it will be 35 hours, right? 35 hours. Yes, Rishi, absolutely correct. 35 hours will be the okay meeting interval. Okay, C is the correct answer. Okay, very, very easy question. So let's move to next one. Okay, if you get any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, these questions are simple. Okay, there will be some stories which will be interesting. Okay, A and B run around a circular garden whose circumference is 1200 at the rate of 210, 190 per minute. If they run in opposite direction, they will meet each other in same. 1200 is the circumference. Relative speed becomes this. So 400, 3 minutes. Meter per minute it was. So 3 minutes. Right? Very simple. Opposite direction, relative speed will be A plus B. Right? Relative speed is going to be A plus B in the opposite direction. Okay? Yes, B is the correct answer. Okay? Yes, good. So let's move to next one. A and B started running simultaneously from a point around a circular track of 2000 meter. The ratio of speed is 5:7. For how many times will A and B at a distance of 35 meter from each other? Oh, this is a good question. If they are running in opposite direction and stops only when they meet for the first time at the starting point. So till the starting point, they will meet for 5 plus 7, 12 times, right? Ratio of the speed, so add it. So they will complete total of 12 circles. So they will meet 12 times, right? Okay, now every time they meet, before they meet, 35 meter gap will be on one side, and after they meet, there will be gap of 35 meter. Okay, see, he want a distance of 35 meter. So before they meet, there will be a gap of 35 meter, and after meeting, there will again become a gap of 35 meter, right? So for every meter, it should happen 2 times. But for the starting point is not considered as meeting, right? First, where they start. When they started, they created a gap of 35 meter. And in the last meeting, only 135 meter was there. So that will be added with the starting gap 35 meter. So there is again 235 meters for the last meeting also. Okay, for the last meeting at the starting point, before that the gap will be 35 meter, right? There is only one. But to compensate that, in the starting when they started the race, there was a gap of 35 meter. There became a gap of 35 meter. So that gap I am taking with the last one. So that also two gaps now, 2 gap of 35 meter. So for every meeting 12, there is a gap of, right? Okay, though two gaps of 35 meter will be there associated with every meeting. So if there are 12 meeting, 24 possible, and also 30 is not possible, 16 is not possible, because at least remaining 11 meetings will have 35 meter gap, right? Before meeting and after meeting. Okay, and in the last meeting, before the gap will be 35 before meeting, after is not. But in the starting, that 0th, when they started, then there is a gap of 35 meter. So that will be total of 24. Cannot be determined is wrong. You can definitely determine. Right? This is a fixed race. Right? Fixed race with fixed speeds. They are moving. Right? Speed ratio. So you can definitely find it. So 24 should be the correct answer. Okay? Yes, if you get any doubt, you can ask. Yes? Okay, so let's move to next one. A is the correct answer. Okay, next one. Ashish and Munish started running simultaneously on a circular track from the same point but in the opposite direction. Opposite direction. Speed of Ashish is 2.5 times the speed of Munish. Okay, so this is important. How many times will they meet in the fourth round of Munish? Fourth round of Munish. Right? So fourth round of Munish is when Munish completed third round and when Munish completed fourth round. This is the fourth round. Third to fourth. This is called fourth round of Munish. Right? From completion of third to completion of fourth. This is fourth round. Right? Okay. And Ashish is 2.5 times the speed of Munish. So Ashish must have covered 2.5 times 7.5 and 4 into 2.5, 10. So Ashish must have covered these many rounds. Right? Now he is saying that how many times will they meet in the fourth round of Munish, excluding the meeting at the starting point. So meeting at the starting point exclude. Okay, let's see that here this point I need not to take, because here he has completed 4 rounds, he has completed 10 rounds, that this meeting will be at the starting point. This will be meeting at the starting point. So this you should exclude. Right? Exclude. Now in between. Now here the sum of their round is, total distance traveled is 10.5 round. Here the total distance traveled is 14 round. In between they must have covered 11 round complete, 12 round, 13 round. Right? All together the total distance of both will become 11 round, 12 round, 13 round also in between. Because at the starting of fourth round they have completed 10.5 round together, and finally they have completed 14 round. Right? So in between they must have completed 11 round, 12 round, 13 round, and whenever they completed the integer number of round, that is a meeting. Right? Opposite direction means they completed 1 round, meeting. They completed 2 round, meeting. They completed 3 round, meeting. Right? So that means they completed 11 round, 12 round, 13 round will be meeting. So there will be 3 meetings in between. In between there must be 3 meetings. Right? Are you getting it? Okay. From the starting of the fourth round of Munish, the total of those two was 10.5 round. And finally, when Munish completed fourth round, the total was 14 round. Right? In between, they must have completed altogether 11 round, 12 round, 13 round. Because without completing 11 round, they cannot reach to 14 round. Right? Okay, Rishi. I made that entire graph. Okay? Right? So here, if the speed ratio is 5:2, 2.5 is 5:2. Right? 5:2. So there will be 7 meetings in all. Right? 7 meetings. So it is something like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So my point is, whenever they complete 1 round, okay, whenever they complete 1 round, so this will 2 travel 2, this will travel 5. So they will complete 1 round. How can there be meeting without completing the total number of round? Okay, see Rishi, here understood this. Understand this. Okay, let's see. This is the first meeting. Why? They have completed together one round. Now, second meeting will be here because this will move, Ashish will move or Munish will move 2 unit and Ashish will move 5 unit. So this will be the second meeting. Why? Because they have completed 2 rounds. Right? All together they have completed 2 rounds. Now Munish will move here, Ashish will come from here. This will be third meeting because they have completed 3 rounds. Right? The point is, if they have together completed 3 rounds, must be meeting. Completed together, if they together completed integer number of round, it must be meeting. Right? It cannot happen that they together have completed 11 round and there is no meeting. Right? And every meeting will be there when they together completed integer number of rounds. Right? Okay, every time they complete one round, total one round, that will be meeting. Right? So 10.5 round they have completed in the starting, 14 round in the end. 14 I should not take because that is the meeting at starting point, that is given, you need to exclude. But in between, when they completed 11 round, 12 round, 13 round, there should be meetings. Right? Okay. Okay. So let's move to next one. Okay, next one. Yes, read the story. Okay, generally the stories are lengthy but easy questions. In a 4,000 meter race around a circular stadium having a circumference of 1,000 meter, the fastest runner and the slow runner reach the same point at the end of 5th minute for the first time after the start. Okay, this after 5 minutes they are reaching the starting point together for the first time. All the runners have the same starting point and each runner maintain a uniform speed throughout the race if the fastest runner runs at twice the speed of the slowest runner. Okay, see, the speed ratio of the fastest and slowest is 2:1 and they are running in the same direction, so there can be only one meeting. 2 minus 1, there can be only one meeting and that meeting should be on the starting point, and the starting point meeting is happening in 5th minute. Right? So that means this slow runner will complete one round in 5 minutes and fast runner will complete 2 round in 5 minutes. Right? So slow runner has completed one round, fast runner has completed 2 round in 5 minutes. Right? So they met at starting point for the first time. Okay? Now 5 minutes, this fastest runner is completing 2 rounds and the race is 4 round because one round is 1,000 meter, the race is 4 rounds. Right? So if 2 round is completed in 5 minutes, 4 round will be completed in 10 minutes. So the answer is 10 minutes, simple. What is the time taken by the fastest runner to finish the race? Simple, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. It should be 10 minutes. Two circles in 5 minutes, 4 circles in 10 minutes. Right? Yes, Kajal. 10 is correct. 2 circles in 5 minutes. So 4 circles, 4,000 meter in 10 minutes. Right? Yes, C would be the correct answer. Okay? It was a very easy question, but only thing is the long story. Okay? Yes. C is the correct answer. So let's move to next one. Yes. Okay. This P is actually pi. Okay. It is not P but pi. Okay. I will write pi here. Okay. This is a question from CAT only. It is pi. Okay, this P is pi actually. Okay, it was written pi. So here it is pi r. So what is happening? A sprinter starts running on a circular path of radius r meter. Her average speed in meter per minute is pi r during the first 30 seconds. Okay, see now. Now see, first 30 seconds. What is the distance traveled? Right? The speed was pi r and it traveled for 30 seconds. So into 1 by 2 minute. So it will be pi r by 2. Right? Because average speed is meters per minute. Meters per minute. So that means pi r. Okay. Pi r by 2. So it will cover pi r by 2. Right? Okay. Now in the next 1 minute, the speed is pi r by 2. So in the next 1 minute, it will again cover pi r by 2. In the next 2 minutes, okay, 2 minutes, it will cover the speed is pi r by 4. So pi r by 4 into 2 minutes. So again distance traveled is pi r by 2. So that means it is always pi r by 2, right? And so on. It is written and so on. So that means first 30 second, right? 1 minute, then 1 minute, then 2 minute, then 4 minute, then 8 minute, then 16 minute, 12 minute, 32 minute, 64 minute. It will cover pi r by 2, pi r by 2, pi r by 2, pi r by 2 every time. Right? So it is given that what is the ratio of time taken for the nth round to the previous round. I will take nth round means second round, previous round matlab first round. Okay, because the ratio must be same. So second round to first round I will take. So second round is pi r by 2 and pi r by 2. Full round is 2 pi r. That means 4 times pi r by 2, it is 2 pi r. This is first round. This is second round. So time taken here is 42617, 7.5. And here it is 64 and 16, 80, 80 and 40, 120. 120. This is the time taken ratio. Right? Rather he is saying second to first. So 120 by 7.5. 7.5 is 15 by 2. 15 into 8, 8 into 2, it is 16. So 16 should be the correct answer. Okay, I have calculated the time for first round, time for second round. Because whatever is given here, that is showing that in first 30 seconds you are getting pi r by 2. In the next 1 minute you are getting pi r by 2. In the next 2 minutes you are getting pi r by 2. Next 4 minutes you are getting pi r. Time is getting doubled every time, but the distance again is pi r by 2. So 4 pi r by 2 will become 2 pi r, right? That is one circle. So set of 4, the next 4. The next 4. So he is saying any nth to the previous. So second to first. So second time taken is 120. First time taken is 7.5. 20 by 7.5 is 16. So the ratio will be 16:1 or 16. Right? Yes. Is this clear? Okay. These are all CAT questions. Right? Okay, now next one. 3 men A, B and C running around concentric circle. Okay, concentric circle. That means 3-person concentric circle is something like this, this or this. Right? Concentric. Okay. Now ABC running around concentric circle of length of respective length 100 meter, 200 meter and 400 meter. Okay, the circumference are given. Right, at the speed 6 meter per second, 16 meter per second and 8 meter per second. They all started at the same time from the points on their track intersected by the line joining the three circles and the center. Okay, this be the line. So A started here, B started here, C started here. Right, the speed were okay given. Okay, let's see 6, 16 and 8. They all started at the same time on their track intersected. Okay, after how long will they again be in the straight line? Okay, just take the LCM of the time taken of one round. So they will be in the start. Okay, see. Okay, it should be that all three, that means 2 and 2 and then LCM. Ideally, it should be like this. Okay, see. 100 by 6 is the time taken for first. 200 by 16 is the time taken for second, and 400 by 8 is the time taken for third. So here it is 50 by 3. Here it is, okay, 225. 25 by 2 and this is 50. Right? Okay, 50 by 3, 25 by 2. This is the ratio is 4:3. Okay, so they are going to meet at starting point only. So starting point you can take directly the LCM of all. LCM of all will be LCM of the numerator, which is 50, HCF of the denominator, which is 1. So 50 seconds. So D should be the correct answer. And nothing is there less than 50, and 50 they will definitely meet. Okay, 50 they will definitely meet, because at 50 seconds they all will be at the starting point, because that is LCM of, that is multiple of 100 by 6, multiple of 200 by 16 and multiple of 400 by 8 or multiple of 50. Right, 50 is multiple of all these, that is common multiple, LCM. So they all are going to be in the straight line right at the starting point after 50 seconds, and 50 seconds is the least possible value is given, so you cannot have answer less than that. Okay, yes, are taken individually. They will cover in 50 by 3 second, 25 by 2 second and 50 second. So LCM of that, they will be all here in the same position. Right? Okay, D is the correct answer. Yes. So let's move to next one. A and B run along a circular track in the clockwise direction. A runs at a speed of 20, B runs at a speed of 25. Both A and B run in the same direction. The diameter of the track. How often will A and B meet after having met for the first time? Okay, here relative speed is needed. Yes, here it is needed, because here is talking about meeting interval, and meeting interval is the circumference divided by relative speed. Circumference is 2 pi is given, 2r is given, 2r into pi. So 2r is given into pi. Pi is, so circumference is 55. Relative speed is 25 minus 20, which is 5. 5 into 11. So 11 hours should be the answer. 11 hours should be the answer. So relative, here circumference divided by relative speed. Circumference is 55 kilometer and relative speed is 5 kilometer per hour. 55 by 5, 11 hours should be the answer. Right? This is very simple question. Right? Very, very simple question. Okay? Yes. B is the correct answer. Let's move to next one. And next one I am giving you certain time. Okay, you answer the question first. Okay, can you answer it? Quick. Circumference directly is given. Suresh and his wife start from the same point and walk in opposite direction. They will meet for the first time in simple. Again, circumference divided by relative speed. Right? So circumference, yes, do it fast. Okay, I want to answer in minute. So you can take kilometers. If you take kilometer, it will become 0.726 divided by relative speed 4.50 minus 3.75 kilometer per hour. So it is 0.75. So I will take 0 and remove the decimal. Convert it into minutes. So into 60. So 0. So 6 is 3 into 2, 3 into 25. So it will become 726 means 1452 divided by 25. So 25 into, okay, 25 into 5. 125, 20, 5.8. Okay, 25 into 5, 125, 20, 2. Okay, wait a minute. I have done something wrong. 726 meter, 0.726, 4.5 minus 3.75, 0.75, right? 0.75, that is okay. So then into 2, 1452. Oh, sorry. Right, speed will be added. Sorry, speed will be added. So speed will be added. It will become 4 and 3, 7, 8.25. Right? So 4, 3, 7, 7, 8.25. Right? Into 60. So decimal I will remove. 0 I will remove. Right? Now 8 to 10, 5, 15. So 3 I can cancel. So this will be 3 into 27, 5. Okay, 5 to 7, 7. Now it cannot cancel. So it will be 1452 divided by 275. So 27.5 into 2 is 55. Or 27, 275 into. So you can divide it by 27 or 27.5. I will suggest that you double it. So double it means this is easy. 55 I can read the table. 55 into 5 is 275. Right? 275, 154. It will be 154. 55 into 3 is more. 55 into 2. So 5.2 would be your answer. Right? Yes, absolutely. Relative speed was to be added because they are moving in the opposite direction. So moving in the opposite direction, it will be added. Yes, absolutely. 5.28 is correct. C option, correct answer. Okay. So let's move to next one. Can you try this now? Now it has given that in what time will they come together again. It is not said that they will meet at the starting point. So he's saying meeting anywhere on the track. Right? When will they meet? Meeting anywhere on the track. Right? So meeting of A and B, when can it happen? 12 kilometer at a relative speed of A and B, they are moving in the same direction. So 7 minus 3, so it will be 12 minus 4, 12 by 4, it will be 3. So 3 hours. Right? Meeting of A and B will happen every 3 hours. This is the meeting interval of A and B. So meeting of A and C, so 12 divided by 13 minus 3, right? So 12 by 10, so it will be 1.2 hour or 6 by 5. Right? Now, A is meeting B after every 3 hour, A is meeting C after every 6 by 5 hour. So what will be meeting point of all? So it will be LCM of 3 and 6 by 5, LCM. So LCM of the numerator divided by HCF of the denominator, because here denominator is 1, right? So 6R should be the answer. Meeting interval of A and B 3, meeting interval of B. Oh, you can write, okay, instead of 6 by 5, if you take B and C, that will be easy. Okay, B and C was very easy. Okay, C. If you take the second set, okay, second set as B and C, interval of B and C, it was 12 by 13 minus 7. So it was 12 by 6, 2 hours. So LCM of 3 and 2. So it is directly 6. LCM of 3 and 2. That means B will meet A after every 3 hours. B will meet C after every 2 hours. B will meet A and C both after every 6 hours. Right? B is meeting A after every 3 hours. B is meeting C after every 2 hours. So we will meet both A and C after every 6 hours. Right? Okay? Yes, A is the correct answer. Okay, so this was the last question. And Gradeup Super subscription, which include unlimited access to all structured live courses, mock test. You can download the Gradeup app from Play Store. And these are the faculties who are taking classes at CAD domain. Right, myself, Jatin sir, Savitri ma'am, VJJU'S sir, Ashish Tiwari sir, Sanojam sir, Pranav sir. Almost all of us appear for CAT every year, right, and scoring 99.9 plus in our subjects at least. Okay, and these are the courses score 99 plus which are currently going on. You can enroll for these. Okay, I missed that again, Rishi. Okay, next time definite. Okay, CAT 2020 retaker batch is also going on. You can subscribe, super subscription you can take, and then you can join this course.